Hey, it's Eshay and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Jane and I've been sharing my debt-free journey here on YouTube on a series called Money Mondays, which is where I just talk about all things personal finances. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my very first budget with me, which I've never done a budget with me before in terms of a video and then also just budgeting in general. I'm still pretty new to the budgeting game. I mean, I've budgeted before in the past, but it's been a minute since I've really hardcore budgeted. If you guys watched my previous video, you will know that back in 2017 I paid off debt, and I am now in the process of paying off debt again. I have an auto loan and I have credit card debt due to the impacts of COVID-19. So in order to really, battle debt, you have to really be able to be conscious of where your money is going. And so that's what I'm trying to achieve with budgeting. My budget is still, I'm still fluctuating in terms of where I think money is appropriate. And I think money will always be fluid in that aspect that you have to adjust with it. But this is kind of where I'm at now. So just a little bit about me. I do get paid bi-weekly, so every other week I get paid. I don't particularly care for this method. In my old job I got paid on the 15th and on the 30th, and I really liked that because in terms of understanding and pairing up where your money goes for your bills, that was a lot easier than being paid every other week because some months have more days than others. But is what it is, it's what I got. So starting off with my take-home pay, I know that Dave Ramsey really preaches that you shouldn't contribute to your retirement until after you paid off all your debt. I don't really feel comfortable with this, and so I'm not doing it. So I do contribute to my retirement fund. Also another reason why I do it is that I do get an employer contribution as well. So I do contribute 5% of my income to my retirement fund, as well as I do contribute to a medical HSA account, which is where you can put money into a medical account that is pre-tax money for medical expenses, which for me, I have a couple medical things, so that just makes more sense to do that. I just want to say that beforehand, that I do put money into those two things before I even receive a paycheck. Since I get paid every other week, I know some people do these videos by sharing the whole month, but for me, because of the way I get paid, I will be going by every 2 weeks. So for the beginning month of April, my take home this month after my retirement and after my HSA was $1,880. So this does not include anything that I get from side hustles or anything like that. This is just straight from my 9-to-5 job. That's what I receive, which also does have taxes come out of it and all that kind of jazz. So first thing I put money towards are all my bills. So I don't pay for my mortgage in lump sum. I split it up by my weekly payments. So I put $900 towards my mortgage account that I pay at the end of the month. Then next, I'm going to be putting $200 towards my credit card payment. Then I'm going to be putting $183 towards my electricity bill. My electricity bill fluctuates throughout the year. In the winter months, it's been pretty expensive. I think the all-time high was $225. So it's nice that it finally went down this month. My cell phone bill is $76. I am part of my parents' plan still. We have been a Verizon customer for over 20 years, so it makes sense that I kind of stay on their line. There's a lot of added benefits to being part of their line. We also get discounts for being veterans. And then I'm going to be putting $20 towards my sinking fund. So in total, that is $1,379 from my bills portion, which from $1,880 subtracted by $1,379 leaves me $501 to budget. The way I'm breaking down my budget is, so for groceries, I usually put aside $200. Sometimes I don't just use that money for groceries. I also use it if I go out to eat, things like that, because normally on average I spend about $65 to $75 on groceries. So I also pull from that account if I go out to eat or things like that. For home improvement, I don't have any like sort of big projects, and I'm not going to until I pay off my debt, but I do contribute small things here or there, and this month I really do want to get some baskets for my kitchen to organize it a little bit better, so I'm putting $50 towards my home improvement. For gas, I currently have it at $70. I drive a Jeep Wrangler, and it is a gas guzzler for sure, and gas prices have increased significantly the past couple weeks, so I actually don't even know if $70 is going to cover it. That's probably a tank and a half for me, honestly, but we're gonna try to make $70 cover it. Miscellaneous is like if I want to buy clothes, which I haven't really felt the need to buy clothes since I'm not really going into the office. I'm not really like going out, so clothes, makeup, anything kind of like that comes out of the miscellaneous fund. I'm putting $130 towards miscellaneous this month. And then I have an out fund. Now the out fund, sometimes it can be combined with like going out to dinner, but if I have like little date nights, or you know, if we just go by a little bakery for a date day, and I want to pick up the tab for my boyfriend so that he's not always paying, that comes out of this fund, the out fund. Or if I go out for like drinks with a girlfriend, that comes from the out fund, and the out fund this next 2 weeks will be $50. So in total that brings me up to $500, my budget being $501, so there's $1 that gets to play around. So since this is my first time doing a budget with me, I will then record at another later date how my expenses actually turned out. I have been tracking my budget the past couple of months. I want to say I started in February, so I have all my expenses and my budgets from then, but last month I did not track my expenses very well. And so since this is the first time that I'm doing a budget with me video, I feel like I'm just starting fresh. So this is my budget for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see how I do in the next budget with me, where I'll compare my expenses versus my budget and if I went over or under. I do have like a couple side hustles on the side. That money doesn't go towards my budget in these areas because my side hustles are something that I'm still in the process of like creating systems and seeing what's sustainable for me in my life right now. So because of that, I don't include that money into my budget. I instead put all of that money towards my debt. If you guys watched my last March debt payoff video, you'll see I have on there a line where it says like, you know, side hustles, and there was I think $176 from the month of March that I put towards my debt. So what I try to do is not include my side hustle money into my everyday living expense. Instead, I try to take that money and pay it directly towards my debt. So it's just an extra contribution into there so I can pay my debt off faster. So these are my living expenses, guys. We'll see how I do. I'm really interested to see how other people budget and live, and let's see if I'm not, like I said once again at the beginning, I'm not super sold on my current system and like method. I track everything via Excel. I really like Excel, and that's how I track things right now. I'm not saying that this is gonna be the way I track my budget forever. I know a lot of people prefer pen and paper, but I'm a huge Excel nerd, so this is what works for me for now. Might change in the future. The sun is just beaming now on me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you're working on your debt-free journey as well, and like how you're budgeting. I don't know if this is like a tight budget compared to others or not, whatnot, but this is what I'm working with for 2 weeks. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what kind of video you'll like to see next, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe so you can see more from my debt-free journey that I'm working on, and that's about it, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.